Hey guys, how you guys doing? It's Wednesday, April 11th, 2018. Hoping you're having a wonderful day, guys. A blessed day indeed. I just ended the live stream that we had going most of today. All right, it seems pretty apparent that no strike is going to happen tonight, that we will continue things starting tomorrow, guys. There are multiple meetings going on in different countries, all right? Theresa May is getting her war cabinet together to have a meeting to discuss the whole Syria situation. President Donald Trump is having his national security team have a meeting tomorrow afternoon as well. The problem that everyone is having is it's been a long time, all right? The Syrians have been able to move almost all of their air force, all right? It brings into question, does a military strike, will that be able to really do anything? Or is this all political ploy, you know? Because if the U.S. and the West, if their goal was to take out Assad's chemical facilities, Assad's air force, so he won't be able to deliver these bombs, you know, if that was their end goal, it seems as if, you know, that's going to be very hard to do unless you have a large, major strike against Syria, okay? And we've heard from Sputnik News, they said something around 20 to 30 sites could be targeted by the West, and then you hear people like Alex Jones who say he has sources saying it's upwards to 70 targets, all right? So we're going to have to see what actually occurs, because it has to be a pretty massive strike, if it's really going to do any real damage. Like last year they did the Tomahawk strike missile attack on that one airfield, all right? Did nothing. You know, it did nothing. They were using that airfield the next day. It was more of a political ploy than it was a military strike on Syria, all right? And a lot of people, you know, as the hours go by, as the days go by, a lot of people are wondering, is this strike in Syria, is it a political ploy? Or is this the real deal? You know, we're also getting reports that perhaps President Trump and Putin, the U.S. and Russia, are behind closed doors. They're working out their own deals to de-escalate the situation. Okay, that's something we have to take with a grain of salt, because this is a long time coming. This is not just something that randomly happened, guys. All right, if you look over the past decade, there's a lot of different situations where Russia and the West did not see eye to eye, and it's been building and building and building to this point, all right? So tomorrow we got multiple meetings happening. Tomorrow we might have more military assets in place. Okay, we've seen a lot of intel aircraft from the U.S. Navy flying close to Syria, obviously gathering intelligence. It's a pretty chaotic situation. Like I said, it's very tense, it's very chaotic. There's a lot of misinformation being thrown around, guys. Okay, I try not to throw too much of that misinformation around. You know, I always say take things with a grain of salt until they are confirmed. Okay, but what we're seeing from the Trump administration, like this morning, Donald Trump sent out that tweet stating that, you know, we were going, you know, get ready, Russia, we're going to fire these missiles. You know, this is your fault for being friends and supporting Bashar al-Assad, the animal who likes gassing his own people. He put that in a tweet. You know, he put that in a tweet, and everyone was like, "Whoa, what's going on here? What's happening? This is a little insane, right?" You know, and some people blamed that tweet for Syrian aircraft to be evacuated, but that just wasn't the case, all right? Syria started evacuating their aircraft after the Israeli launched their offensive a night after the chemical weapons attack, okay? So that evacuation started way before Donald Trump sent that tweet. And I'm not defending the tweet, because the tweet was insane. As Intel Crab put it, very, very unprofessional. I totally agree. All right, but we can't blame the tweet on the evacuation of those aircraft in Syria. It just looks like, and what I've been telling people on the live stream, you know, people who are like, well, what's going on? Why is this not happening already? You know, if they're going to a strike, why are they not doing it sooner rather than later? You know, and last year, it took them 3 days. 3 days for them to respond to the chemical weapons attack, right? This year, you know, after this, supposed chemical weapons attack, a lot of people think it's a false flag, and very. I think the same thing, guys. But this year, you have multiple nations. You've got the U.S., France, U.K., possibly Saudi Arabia, in conjunction with Jordan airfields, in conjunction with Iraqi airfields. These are a lot of countries, all right? This takes time to plan, okay? So that might be one of the reasons why we're seeing it take so long. Another big reason why it might be taking so long is the fact that this might be a massive military strike. This might be a massive military strike on Syria. And so that's going to take a lot more time to plan, okay? And then on the flip side, this could just be a political ploy, It's a bunch of chest puffing, empty threats. We're just trying to save face somehow, the West is. The only reason why I have my reservations about that is the fact that Trump's already done that with North Korea. Okay, you do that, you cry wolf so many times, and no one's going to take you seriously. And I think that with the military movement that's going on around that area, with France and UK being so vocal about these strikes, okay, and so vocal against Bashar al-Assad, all right, including Israel and Saudi Arabia, with all of that put together, I see it more as a political, or as a massive military strike option than a political ploy. All right, that's just my 2 cents. I pray, hope to God, that this is all just a political ploy for the West to try to scare Bashar al-Assad into some corner, or make Russia look weak. But at this current juncture, guys, it definitely looks like a military strike is going to occur. It's something we have to continue to watch, guys. I will have a live stream up and more videos tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that we can all sleep safely tonight and not worry about any strike. Cross my fingers, knock on wood, guys. But as more information about it comes out, I'll let you guys know. We'll talk about it, we'll discuss it. Enjoy your evening, guys. God bless.